Yo, what's going on, guys? R.I.Pierre here using that max power return on YouTube, and it is 91 degrees, holy crap. But today I'm going to be taking care of my GPC upload. This is GPC week 8 against Keyno. Now, he actually went on vacation a while before we were supposed to do the battle, so we actually did our battle before then. We did it the week, I think I actually did that before. No, I did it right after my week 6 battle, and it's week 8. But so anyways, getting back on topic, I think he's still out there, so I mean, if you're watching this, hope you're having a good time. Anyways, so he has arguably the best team in the draft with the trifecta of Meloetta, Kyurem-B, and Victini. Very, very threatening, and it's just and he's got support in the forms of, oh my gosh, don't show this message again, I'm gonna stop. Anyways, I apologize. So he has support in the forms of Zapdos, who can easily be like a toxic defogger. He's got Cobalion, who could do either support or be offensive as well as being an annoying presence, considering I have Mega Ultra. Azumarill, which is a monster at all times. Throw could be, basically everything on his team has some sort of use to it, and it's a very threatening team. He probably, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and say he does have the best draft. And then now we're gonna go ahead and look at my team. I really don't have anything that combats his team 100%. I would need Altria to be around for quite a bit in order to take care of business, but I understand that I'm not going to be able to get that opportunity. So what are you gonna do, you know? Anyways, so I took you through his team. Recap through my team real quick. I have Mega Ultra, Blade, Tornadus T, Tyranitar, Swampert, Fortress, Meloetta, Spiritomb, Emboar, Samurott, Virizion, and Stoutland. Now, I don't have much in the way of physical defense outside of Fortress and Swampert. Fortress, okay, never mind. I do have quite a bit of physical defense. Spiritomb if I decide to run physically defensive. Fortress, Swampert, Tyranitar, and Blade. But all of these mons are beaten by one of his. Victini and Meloetta together absolutely destroy my entire team, which is really bad. And then you add in Kyurem-B, and all of a sudden Mega Ultra has to be at +2 in order to do anything, and it's really unfortunate for me. Oh gosh, I was dreading this match. I was really dreading playing against Richie because I was looking at his team before, and it was so much. It was Stall, and then there was Power, and it was just like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But now I'm looking at Keyno as like, he clearly has the best draft in the league. So now that I've gone through that, let's go ahead and go to Showdown and show you the team that I decided to put together thinking about it. Literally this week I was like, you know what? If I get bodied, I'm gonna do it having fun. So I decided to innovate quite, not a ton, but there's some. Anyways, so first up, we have Mega Ultra named Wendy, of course, the Sky Dragon, with Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Return, and Roost. Pretty standard set. I knew I was going to need I thought I was going to need Earthquake, and I do have 4 EVs out of place, but it didn't matter, so I'm just going to let that slide just for a second. It's annoying me, so let me just, yeah, there we go. Anyways, I'm sorry. But yeah, I had 36 HP, 252 attack, Adamant Nature, with 216 speed because, yeah, I don't really know why. I guess I took what I was doing before this last week was taking some speed out so I could invest in a little bit of bulk. It's had mixed results, so I'm kind of just going back to max speed depending on being sure I can outspeed stuff or something like that. But yeah, so that's the pretty standard set. The MVP of the team and hopefully of the league. We'll show you the standings in a bit. So next up we have Flick of the Tail by Swampert, with leftovers Torrent, Stealth Rock, Roar, Earthquake, and Scald. Not much really to say here. I bought it specifically because I needed something physically defensive, and I was not prepared for what happened to it. So, moving on. We have Christina, my choice specs, Meloetta. I opted out of using Assault Vest because I thought this week it would be much more useful for me to have the choice specs. So I have Focus Blast, Hyper Voice, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. Now, the fastest Pokemon on his team that Meloetta could outspeed possibly is Victini if it decides to run an Adamant Nature and without a Scarf. because of that, I decided to give it 300 speed on the dot, because it would put it right above Victini, who's at 299, if that happens to be the case. So, and then I put the rest of the investment into HP and their special attack, and maxed out, or almost maxed special attack. I took a little bit out so I can even out my HP, although it should have been odd, but I messed that up. Oh well. Next up, we have Peeps the Tornadus T with the Assault Vest, Regenerator, Hurricane U-Turn Knockoff, and Focus Blast. Again, there weren't many things that I was going to be able to outspeed on his team, many important things. So the real objective was to make sure that Victini was outsped. So in case he decided to run Jolly, Tornadus T had that covered, and if Kyurem-B isn't scarfed, I could take care of that. I can live anything from Lopunny at max HP, or I don't even have to be max. I think I can live anything from Lopunny up to like 65 or something like that, 70. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this was basically mainly for me to, one, I could actually use a Modest Nature this week, which is really nice. Gave me 172 special attack investment, which basically gave me the same amount as a base 100 Modest max, which is actually really nice for me. So it was really good being able to use this week, but I don't remember it being too useful to me. It was nice though. It was nice to have the thought of using it. Next up, we have a base My Fortress with Leftover Sturdy, Rapid Spin, Toxic Spikes, Gyro Ball, and Spikes. I really wanted to stack hazards on his team to make it very difficult for his Kyurem-B and his Victini and his Lopunny to switch in repeatedly. Now, I knew that Cobalion was going to have too much trouble switching in, especially if I didn't really have more than one layer of spikes on the field. But I really just wanted to apply pressure to his Lopunny, Kyurem-B, and Victini to do something to me while it's out, as well as his Azumarill, pressuring them, and I really wish that ended up working, but you will see once again. Now, last but not least, we have a little bit of innovation. Oh wait, I forgot to go through my my EVs for Fortress was 248 HP, 192 defense, 64 special defense, and then the last 4 is into attack. I just wanted to make sure I could take maybe one non-super effective special attack without yeah, that's pretty much it. I apologize. Last but not least, we have Wireless with my Virizion, and this time I decided to run a Choice Scarfed Virizion, because if his Kyurem-B is Choice Scarfed, I lose the game, because I lose the game once Christina goes down, and once Fortress goes down as well. I think that Assault Vest Tornadus could take one hit if it's special, or well, the ice move would have to be special. But if he went for Outrage or something, I was absolutely done, and I really needed to take care of Kyurem-B. But nevertheless, yeah. So what I decided to do was run max attack, 192 speed Jolly with 64 investment into HP, because my special defense is high enough to the point where Kyurem-B, unless Life Orb or Choice Specs, would not be able to KO my Virizion from that range. So from max, and I strictly was not bringing Virizion in on anything that wasn't Azumarill, Lopunny, or Kyurem-B, because well, Stone Edge was there for Victini, but I really didn't want to rely on that. This was mainly so that if I could get rocks up and keep them up on the field, Kyurem-B has absolutely no chance against Virizion. And the unfortunate part about this is the fact that you'll see I'm not going to be able to keep rocks up. If I get rocks up, you're looking at a completely different result, because I take out Kyurem-B, or well, if I get rocks up, and then you're gonna see what happens later at the same time, Kyurem-B's gone, and I have a chance at surviving something from that Lopunny, and I would have won the game, possibly. But we don't go by the possibilities, we go by what actually happened. So we're gonna go into that replay in just a moment. Let me readjust my dimensions by going into a different screen, and we will be back. So I will see you soon. Yo, what's going on, guys? I am back. It's been a little while since I actually did the original team building and everything. So we are against Keyno this week. His links are in the description as usual. I completely forget to do that at the beginning of each week, so I just do it at the beginning of the battle. This is really weird. Check him out. He's a top-notch GFX artist, and he is a pretty good YouTuber in my opinion, so definitely go check him out, and yeah, do that. Anyways, so here we go with week 8, I believe, of the GPC. It's been a little while. I'm kind of rusty on memory and stuff, but yeah, we've got week 8. So he brought the exact team that I thought I was going to see, and this is like the best team I could possibly come up with to deal with it. And I still don't know his sets, so first up we have Cobalion, which is going to be very, very annoying for everything, especially because Mega Ultra can't really do too much to it, and I don't know, it's just not... Cobalion is just a really, really good Pokemon. It's probably one of the best Pokemon in, probably one of the most versatile Pokemon in the game right now. It's just really nice. Next up we have Victini, which is actually really, really nice, and oh gosh, he got the trifecta. He got Victini, Mega Lopunny, and Kyurem-B unopposed. Like, when does that ever happen? That was just incredible. What a nice draft of it by him. And next up we have Mega Lopunny, as we saw before. I don't really need to explain anything about that. It's just a monster. Ice Punch, Return, High Jump Kick, and probably Fake Out. Zapdos is a weird one. I know he's gonna have the Clog on it. Just wait until you see what he has on the Mon. Alright, next up we have Azumarill, which is just a monster in and of itself, and Kyurem-B. 4 of the 5 Mons on his team have that can hit incredibly high. Like, Azumarill has 400 plus attack, Kyurem-B has 400 plus, has like freaking 450 plus attack, or like a very nice special attack stat. Mega Lopunny can hit really hard as well. Victini V-Create plus whatever item he's holding, which could be a band, could be a scarf, or it could be leftovers. It'll still hit pretty damn hard. So next, and then Cobalion, of course, being itself, and then Zapdos has a pretty good specially offensive presence as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and just go straight into the replay. I really don't need to give you any more anything else. So, I'm going to lead off with Flick of the Tail, my Swampert, as he leads off with Bird Spam, the Zapdos. I'm going to go straight for Rocks, because I think he's going to go to switch out or something, or go for Toxic, and that's just in case. But he does turn out to be HP Grass, and that absolutely sucks, because this is one of the things I wanted to have in for Kyurem-B, but it actually didn't matter in the end. So, I'm actually going to Mega Evolve here with my Altria as he Volt switches out into his Cobalion from his Zapdos. As really, you didn't have anything else that would really want to take anything from it. So, I'm going to go for Return. Does 47%, which is decent, but it's not enough. So, what I'm going to do is pull a switch into Fortress here, as he goes for Flash Cannon. Now, knowing that Fortress is probably my best switch in on most Cobalion sets, it just sucks. Well, he is special. Now that, since I saw that he had Flash Cannon, and I really should have seen this coming, but he turns out to have Hidden Power Fire specifically for Fortress, considering it is probably one of my best switches for for Cobalion, excuse me. And yeah, so I'm already down 1. So he's gonna go ahead and pull a switch out here into his Zapdos, as he probably expected me to go for Hurricane and Focus Blast are both resisted by him. So what I'm gonna do here is knock off his leftovers, because I can't take any hit he wants to go for. As Volt Switch only does about half, but that is still quite a bit of damage considering I am whatchamacallit, Assault Vest. There we go. Now, he Fake Outs, flinches me here. I'm definitely not going to outspeed it, so what I'm going to do here is switch out into Swampert, which is what I should have done in the first place, to sacrifice it, and then switched out into maybe my Virizion, taking care of business there. But I'm actually going to go into Altria here, and I'm going to go straight for Return again. I probably should have Dragon Danced, considering that he ended up... I wouldn't be able to take out Cobalion at that point. But I'm going to go ahead and go to Meloetta here, since I know he's special, and even though Meloetta is specs and not vested, I can take quite a few attacks. So I'm going to go straight for Hyper Voice, because Cobalion does not have great special defense, so locking myself into Hyper Voice guarantees me a good amount of damage on pretty much anything. So I'm going to go into Tornadus here, and it really just foddered it off, because I knew V-Create was coming. I didn't have anything else that could take it, or anything else I wanted to take it. Altria might have been able to take one, possibly. But now that it's at -1, I thought he would pull a switch out, but he's actually going to U-turn out. And now that I look at it, he's slower than my Altria. I didn't even realize that before. So he's going to switch into Kyurem-B here. So that was definitely a defensive or a max HP Victini. So he's going to go ahead and Ice Beam me here. I have 34%. So I'm pretty sure that's either a Scarf or Specs. I'm pretty sure it's Scarf though. Specs probably would have done more. So I'm going to lock myself in the Psychic here, as there really is no point to me not doing so, as I can take care of everything else. Meloetta has the only 2 kills for the team so far. Now, I knew I'd be able to take a Fake Out, so I really didn't want to have to switch into anything else here. But what I'm going to do here is actually stay in and let my Meloetta get taken out. But what he actually does is go into Victini here. Now, I was thinking about the fact that Victini could have been at 299 speed, which is what I was talking about in the team builder, being just fast enough for Victini. But then I realized he was slower than Ultra, so that means that Meloetta would have been faster than it anyway. So, it's whatever. But I am going to take out this Victini here, and he's down to his 3 monsters, or the other 3 monsters. So I'm actually going to stay in here and go for Psychic. I don't know why I didn't go for Aqua Jet. He might be banded, possibly. I don't know. And not want to be complete fodder if I decide to go into Altria. So I'm going to actually go for the return on his Azumarill here and take care of it. Meloetta was actually the MVP of this game. Now, what sucks here, the game was pretty much over, but I actually calced every possible Kyurem-B set that could have been special, any possible special Kyurem-B set, and I could have lived an Ice Beam on all of them. But because, one, I wasn't going to be able to KO him anyway because I'm not adamant, one, and I wouldn't have been able to outspeed him if I wasn't Jolly. So it sucks, but yeah, I had lost here. If I got my rocks up, I would have won. Or at least it would have been more competitive. I don't know if I would have won per se, but if I got rocks up, he would have been in range. Anyways, so Virizion gets crit by the Ice Beam and goes down. Oh, I was Scarfed, so close combat would have done like 92% at max, which sucks. And it's gonna go ahead and take out Wendy with the Ice Beam. So that is the end of week 8. We are now 4-4, which sucks, which means that we have to win our last 3 to have a chance at the playoffs, considering just in case, what do you call it? Damn, I'm really screwing up. There's like there should be 2 people ahead of me right now. So if I can win all 3, it puts a lot of pressure on them to win all 3 because they pretty much have to if I do. Plus, I think 2 of them I still have to play, which is great. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Don't forget to check out Keyno's channel and his Twitter, which will be in the description below. And I do hope you all enjoyed this replay. Alright, well, this week of the GPC, and I will see you all next week. I do apologize for this being up late again, but just life gets in the way, you know? Anyways, I'll catch you all later. Until we meet again, alright, peace out. Bye.